everything. So the ability to stay calm in such moments where you feel like you are dumb is a very valuable skill. And I repeat this because when I will be coding and I forget about something I learned literally a minute ago, naturally, if I am not calm, I will throw a fit. I will literally throw a tantrum. I'll perhaps start raging. I'll break my keyboard. I'll throw my mouse around and I'll just scream on top of my lungs. But all this does nothing. All right, all your rage and all your doubt only feeds into your excuse of giving up on something too early before everything starts to mold. And the way I see learning coding is similar as going to the gym when I first started. Obviously, initially, without any experience, you will feel like you are not going to become jacked, right? You'll feel like that you don't have it in you to push those weights because when you first got there, you suck. You can't bench the bar. You barely could curl, 10 kilograms? And you see everyone else there just getting away at it, right? Just benching 100 kilos, ripped as shit. And you just look back at yourself, this tiny little person, you just question, will I ever be there? And this is same with everything. And the fact that I took this lesson from my workout journey to coding to everything I did. And to be fair with you guys, sometimes I do forget, right? Sometimes I still get that feeling on whether if I am worthy, if whether I can do this. But really, understanding that made me realize that I don't have to remember everything. And certainly I can't expect myself to remember everything the first time around. But what is important, and I still believe to my heart is to be the most important thing, is to at least have an overview of what you are trying to understand. It's like going to the gym, right? You watch these videos, you understand that there's bench press to grow chest, you understand there's deadlifts to grow back, you understand there's squats and other exercises to grow certain muscle parts. But watching one video alone of one guy explaining all the body part exercises does not necessarily mean that if I put you to the gym today, that you can perform everything on perfect form. Because it is inevitable that without experience, you are going to be awkward at first. You are going to be shaking. You are going to be unsure. And most importantly, you are going to be forgetful of how to perform those certain exercises. And just like coding, I will forget. But at least I know that there is a bench press that will grow chest, that there is a squat exercise that will grow your legs. Just like now I know that there is certain libraries that will help me leverage my streamline and efficiency of building my application. But exactly do I know how to use all the components and little things inside of it? No, like even now, I barely can explain to you guys what those things are, but at least I know there are those tools I could use to help me leverage my process of building my application. So I guess what I want to say today, and to really conclude this video, is that don't expect yourself and don't be so unrealistic in the way that you expect yourself to master something the first time around, and that you will be disappointed and discouraged when you realize that you don't actually understand it, right? Don't be like that. Sometimes you just have to let your ego go, and that to become good at something requires discipline and persistence. And to be great at something means you have to overcome the discouragement of your failures. And it is a long journey. And those who quit early are those who are not willing to fail and to be embarrassed by their own lack of ability in the beginning of their journey. But with time, you will get better. With time, you will start to remember. Even now looking back at my gym journey, I still do lack in form, right? Sometimes I still do forget. But knowing where to look and knowing exactly how to do something will eventually make you better at it. The more repetitions you put at something, it will become second nature. Now, your willingness to show up every single day to practice your craft is something that you have to be responsible of. The fact that Perhaps we cannot change our natural ability to remember something. Perhaps we cannot change the fact of whether we are gifted or not. But what we can change and do have control is that we can show up despite us not being good at it. We can show up and do something with our incompetence. And that is one of the most beautiful things that we all have as human beings. And that is the choice to get better at it. That is a choice to do something and the choice not to. So to end on that note, I hope you guys had learned something from this, but if not, like always, I'll be here for you guys tomorrow. But until then, good night.